First, I think it's important to recognize that when the allegations met, the best way to answer those allegations is by having a thorough investigation. And so what you see the police doing came from several allegations against the Right Honorable Speaker, against the leadership of Parliament. And so it's important that we allow that investigation to be conducted. And once it is done, we will know the outcome of that investigation. I don't think anybody should fear the police. Anybody should fear investigations. That is the work of the police, and so they are doing their part. Yeah. You cannot put an allegation on an individual and turn it to be an institutional issue. The person being investigating, or people being investigated are specific people or specific individuals. And so you cannot say the 11th Parliament. Is the 11th Parliament being investigated? No. All right. Is the Speaker being investigated? Yes. Are there people being investigated? Yes. So it is not an institution that is being investigated. The investigation is on individuals. So we need to differentiate the two. Okay? But again, as I said, it's not wrong to investigate people when there are allegations. Okay? That can only help in clearing the air. So let us allow the investigations go on.
Okay. And finally,
no, I don't have any regret. I don't. I don't. When you look at my video, I talk about the achievements of the 11th Parliament. I talk about the good things that the Speaker did. If there are bad things, I do not know about them. The investigations are going on. The outcome will be clear. All right? Look, you don't judge people. All right? It's wrong to judge people when you do not have any proof. But it's also wrong for you to forget the good things that somebody has done. So my endorsement was based on my experience in the 11th Parliament and how she managed the House. It has nothing to do with finances. It has nothing to do with our personal conduct. Okay? So let us keep it at that level. Right? If there are people who are saying, why did you not support this and this? Why did the president support her when she was coming for the speakership? Okay? Why has the NRM party supported her to be the second national vice chairperson? It's not wrong to support anybody. And by the way, people have weaknesses. You and I have weaknesses. So you shouldn't say if somebody has a weakness, then a friend should also be labeled as, no. People should be held accountable because of their individual actions. And so let us allow the investigation to take place without judging. Once we have the outcome, then we can talk. Okay, so that is it.
Of course, as it is right now, Parliament is a crime scene. The office of the Speaker has been cordoned off and it's being treated like a crime scene. And this is happening in the transition window when the speakership term has ended and people are now seeking to contest in the next parliamentary term. So all these cases coming up in this window, it is as though corruption is a political crime. They are treating it in a way as if the Speaker had immunity, as if the Speaker could not be investigated while in office. This is wrong, definitely. They could have handled this much earlier. So coming this late is of course very suspicious. You come to believe that there is another idea that could have motivated them into investigating these crimes. And of course, what they are finding is overwhelming. We should not have lost so much money. We should not have lost a lot of property just because these people are coming in late. So we blame them for taking corruption to be a political crime and to use politics to intervene. But nevertheless, it is really important to tackle corruption at all levels. Of course, the office of the Speaker is the highest, that has no immunity. and therefore any intervention at this office sends a very huge warning to all other players, to all other people that are having offices bestowed with power and authority that gives them proximity to resources. So this is a strong warning that the long arm of the law is soon stretching to them. However, I should also point out that we see such processes getting weakened at a critical time. Of course, people behind this are very wise people. They know the ingredients that make a case strong and the ingredients that can make it weak. So they work in such direction, and a case collapses, and finally the person is set free. I have no problem making sure that whoever is found to be corrupt, the money that was looted, the properties that were looted are reverted back to the state, and that person, if he's willing to hand over all that and to reveal more that is under their ownership, and they revert it back to the state, I have no problem seeing them free, because at the end of the day, it is the resources that we really need. It is true, as a prison sentence serves right, but when somebody is even cooperative, I believe it is better. But we leave all this to the law, we leave all this to the judicial body, so that it resolves it to the best of every Ugandan's expectation.
I think we should have been more rigorous with the parliamentary budget. What generally the members of the 11th Parliament used to complain about was insufficient money provided to committees to do their jobs, and yet they believed that money was available. So there should have been more internal discussions to really have proper accountability of the budget lines and how they were being used. But I think the members trusted the commissioners to do a much better job.
I understand we are complaining about it.
I think we should have been more rigorous with the parliamentary budget. What generally the members of the 11th Parliament used to complain about was insufficient money provided to committees to do their jobs, and yet they believed that money was available. So there should have been more internal discussions to really have proper accountability of the budget lines and how they were being used. But I think the members trusted the commissioners to do a much better job.
I understand we are complaining about it.